The bond between parents and teachers is supposed to be a cornerstone of a child's education, full of collaboration, support, and mutual respect. But let's be real, sometimes it spirals into absolute madness. Forget the usual gripes about report cards or recess rules. Today, we're diving into 33 of the most outlandish, head-scratching, and downright laugh-out-loud ridiculous complaints parents have ever hurled at schools. From demanding custom maps centered on their hometown to accusing a class pet of capitalist brainwashing, these stories prove that creativity knows no bounds when it comes to over-the-top parenting. Buckle up. This is parental absurdity at its finest. Rule 1. Picture this. The classic bright yellow school bus, designed for safety and visibility. One outraged mom saw it differently. She blasted the district with a complaint, insisting the vivid hue was outright psychologically hostile, ramping up her kids' nerves before the school day even started. Her fix? Outfit her son with a solo ride painted in calm, therapy-approved pastel green. Because nothing screams normal commute like a bespoke emotional support shuttle. Rule 2. Chess club. Harmless strategy fun, right? Not to this dad, who stormed in declaring it a sneaky breeding ground for royalist brainwashing. He ranted that pawns, the proletariat, get tossed aside to guard the elite king and queen, drilling feudal inequality into young minds. His demand: swap it for a people's game that champions equality over checkmates. Rule 3. A history class touched on myths, casually noting dragons are fictional beasts. Cue one furious parent the next day, waving printouts from dubious websites, accusing the teacher of historical sabotage and cultural erasure. She swore her lineage had dragon-spotting proof and blamed a worldwide plot to bury the truth. The poor educator pondered if elf lore was next on the hit list. Rule 4. Tag on the playground. Pure childhood joy. Until one vigilant parent labeled it a savage predator training exercise, where the it kid hunts the rest, breeding fear in everyone involved. His radical overhaul. Ditch all chase games for Zen circle holding sessions, because who needs excitement when you've got enforced group hugs? Rule 5. The drama club's zombie musical was a hit until a veggie-loving mom flipped out over her herbivore son playing a brain-munching undead. She called it a dietary betrayal, insisting zombies are strict carnivores, and pushed for a veggie zombie recast or a full-board showdown. Flesh-free fiends only, apparently. Rule 6. Homework woes are eternal, but this father escalated to extortion. He mailed a detailed bill for his daughter's math grind, 40-hour for stolen family time, supplies surcharges, and trauma fees from fractions. Total due $250 plus, or he'd sick debt collectors on the principal. Education as a paper problem service. Rule 7. A playground tumble from the bars. Standard kid stuff. But this mom spun it into a physics felony. The school's gravity was extra forceful compared to home turf. No blame on her daredevil offspring, just a plea for anti-grav cushions everywhere. Newton rolled in his grave. Rule 8. Revolution history lesson spotlights a shady local supplier who ripped off soldiers. A descendant parent wasn't having it, slamming the family smear and urging a glow-up rewrite. Her kin as a visionary innovator, not a profiteer. History? More like heritage PR. Rule 9. Struggling with pals in first grade. When mom didn't coach social skills, she ordered the teacher to mandate a BFF contract with a specific, perfect classmate, complete with daily compliment quotas and lunch table dibs. Because bonds are best when bossed into being. Rule 10. Inclusivity win. Trophies for all at sports day. Epic fail for the dad of the sprint champ, who fumed that universal prizes trashed his kids' hard-won glory and mocked true winners. He was salty. The losers got any shine at all. Equality as the ultimate buzzkill. Rule 11. Field trip to the History Museum. Fossils and facts galore. When parent raged, it was a snooze-fest overdose, robbing her child of thrills like slides or go-karts. Future outings? Mandate 70% fun quota, lest education accidentally enlightens. Rule 12. Classroom globe sparks globe-trotting debate. Except this flat-earth devotee dad decried it as round-world indoctrination. He pushed for flat-map counter-displays everywhere, preaching balanced views. Because science needs equal airtime with memes. Rule 13. Classroom spat leads to separation. Mom's retort? A fake doc's note for her boy's personality allergy. To the other kid's vibe, complete with hives and migraines. Solution, a no-aura buffer zone like airborne peanuts but for sass. Rule 14, pesky pigeons in the yard. Routine city nuisance. This conspiracy king dad swore the school was baiting them for spy ops or chemdrops. Details fuzzy, but he ordered an instant pigeon purge. Feathered feds incoming. Rule 15, beloved bulldog mascot. Identity meltdown for one mom, who said it blurred her son's human-dog lines. He was woofing at the postie. Swap for a neutral boulder mascot to spare the species confusion crisis. Rule 16, ditching cursive for typing. Deep state sabotage to one paranoid pop who filed a manifesto. No loops means no reading founding docs, paving tyranny's path. Handwriting as patriotism's firewall, type at your peril. Rule 17, that end of class bell buzz. Sonic torture device to this anxious advocate, whose kid suffered frequency-fueled freakouts per a sketchy blog. Upgrade, hallway harpists for mellow transitions. Bardic bells for algebra clock. Rule 18, bland hallway beige. Creative crime against one design-dabbling dad who blasted it as a spirit-sucking drab that choked his girl's imagination. Repaint mandate plus his paid expertise. Walls as mood architects. Rule 19, peak pettiness. Mom storms in because a desk neighbor was stealing her son's air via basic breathing. Not germs, just oxygen theft. Enforce a solo respiration radius stat. Lungs as turf wars. Rule 20. Kid's tale of a phantom purple dragon delights the teacher, horrifies the parent who saw it as spirit-summoning sorcery. Deny the beast's existence and exorcise the room, lest ghosts crash class. Rule 21. Shady oaks on campus. Treasonous imports to this patriot parent who outed them as British invaders. Exum for Yankee maples. Leafy loyalty tests for landscaping. Rule 22. Hearing screening flags issues. Nah, says Mom, it's selective listening snobbery, where dull sounds get ghosted. Update records to elite auditory curator. Not hard of hearing. Tuning out as talent. Rule 23. Heritage Day dilemma for a half-Irish, half-Italian tyke. Pick one dish. Mom cried cultural coercion, demanding fusion food freedoms for blends. No family tree favorites. Mash it up or bust. Rule 24. Teacher's surname too tongue-twisty. Cognitive theft from brain power needed for sums, per this complainer. Legally simplify to Jones for kid convenience. Names as educational hurdles. Rule 25. Adorable hamster wheel spinning. Corporate slavery exhibit to this anti-capitalist crusader, teaching endless toil for the man. Ditch the furry treadmill tyrant. Freedom for fluffball. Rule 26. Kid's family portrait puts the son in the corner. Sloppy solacin, blamed on the teacher's lax oversight. Mandate central sun supremacy in all scribbles. Finger paint physics enforced. Rule 27. Not teacher's pet. Outrage. This mom skipped equity pleas for a favoritism roster. Rotate the spotlight weekly so every ego gets its ego boost turn. Fair favoritism for all. Rule 28. B+ grade. Red ink curse blocking A's via toxic vibes. Swap to green for prosperity glow. Colors as psychic score saboteurs. Rule 29. Flunked history. Teacher's flawless script was too hypnotic, zoning out the test taker. Retake in dull print only. No cursive charms. Rule 30. Water cycle lesson. Kid grasps evaporation. Mom panics. It's a vanishing tutorial. Retract it all. Kids aren't clouds. Solidify the syllabus. Rule 31. Fire drill. Trauma op to this warrior brewing future PTSD. Future ones. Week's warning. Script breakdowns. Opt-out cuddles. Alerts as anxiety audits. Rule 32. Too much fresh air. Hyperkid culprit per wellness warrior. Dial down HVAC oxygen for chill vibes. Principle, we don't tweak the planet's breath. Rule 33. Post-photosynthesis chat. Ferns hogging premium O2, starving students with CO2 scraps. Evict the leafy thieves. Botany as breath banditry. Phew! If those first 33 had you questioning reality, hold on to your sanity. We're powering through to 50 with even more gems from the annals of overzealous parenting. These folks didn't just complain. They architected full-blown campaigns against the ordinary. From clashing school colors to cosmic race rigging, it's a masterclass in turning molehills into administrative Mount Everests. Let's keep the chaos rolling. Rule 34. School pride means rocking those team hues, but not if they clash with your kid's vibe. One style-savvy mom declared the royal blue and gold combo an optical crime against her son's warm autumn tones, tanking his confidence in PE. Her decree, aura-appropriate opt-out to earthy olives. Fashion over function every time. Rule 35, textbook world map. Geopolitical insult to this Nebraska dad, who spotted his state sidelined on the edges and cried, ego-erasing bias. Ditch the standard views for custom prints zeroed in on Lincoln because a kid's worldview needs hometown. Hubris at the core. Rule 36, soccer squad on a hot streak. Thrilling, right? Wrong. This victory-phobic mom hauled in the coach, insisting endless wins were priming her boy for life's gut punches. Her bold ask, engineer a few intentional L's to toughen him up. Scheduled heartbreak for the greater good. Rule 37. Dino lessons are kid catnip but extinction talk. Soul-crushing gloom to one fretful parent who blasted the curriculum for injecting tiny humans with doomsday dread. Stick to living critters only. History's harsh bits are apparently too real for recess chats. Rule 38. Picture day flops aren't about bad hair. For this ethereal mom, it was the flashbulb's assault on her girl's ethereal indigo glow. No aura capture. Retake with a spirit-sensitive shutterbug. Lighting as a spiritual rights violation. Rule 39. Old-school wall clock ticking away. Tech tyranny to this forward-thinking dad who slammed the hands as archaic anxiety triggers in a digital dawn. Mandate smart screens only. Prep for a future where analog is the enemy. Rule 40. No idling signs in the lot. Car-shaming outrage to one vintage vehicle devotee who swore his classic SUV needed idle time to warm its soul. Petition. A heritage engine lounge for dignified purrs. Automobiles have feelings too. Rule 41. Counting basics, 0 to 10. Nihilism 101. Howled this philosophy-fearing father who pegged the empty numeral as a self-worth shredder for tots. Ban it outright, start at 1 and dodge the void. Math minus meaning, please. Rule 42, physics class drops Newton's action-reaction truth bomb. Pessimism peddler, roared the dad, demanding a flip to consequence-free vibes for boundless dreams. Universe's rules? Too buzzkill for the syllabus. Rule 43, chronic latecomer. Not tardiness, it's a non-linear time signature, per the pop who vouched for his son's rogue body clock. Flexed the bells around him. Standard schedules discriminate against quirky rhythms. Rule 44. Straight-A attitude rave on the report. Happiness hazard alert. This doom-prepping mom wanted grit-grinding tasks to scar his sunny outlook. Adulthood's letdowns lurk, so inoculate now. Joy as a false flag. Rule 45. Dictionary duty for word hunts. Lexicon landmine to the parent who scoured it for doom words like flop and dull. Swap for a sunshine-only edition. No negativity to dent delicate egos. Vocabulary as vibe curator. Rule 46. Algebra 2 opt-out plea. Not math struggles, it's faith-forbidden mysticism, cried the family elder, tagging variables as occult rituals. Stick to solid numbers. X's invite the supernatural. Equations as exorcisms. Rule 47. Science fair staple. Soda-spewing volcano. Geological travesty. seethed one expert mum who demanded tectonic dioramas with real magma mocks. Kidcrafts. Now PhD level or bust. Rule 48. No sharing lunch rule for allergies. Gourmet cruelty to the sandwich artisan mum, whose epic subs were too tantalizing to hoard. Denying classmates a taste was emotional sabotage. Policy as flavor fascism. Rule 49. Single-file hallway marches. Indoctrination march to conformity blasted this rebel dad, plotting a free-for-all flow to spark maverick minds. Halls as anarchy zones, order is oppression. Rule 50. Egyptology reads from the library. Scam Central panicked the mum who mashed pyramids with Ponzi plots. Her girl was ripe for hexed hustle oils. Purge all peak references. Save the shelves from swindle seeds. And just like that, we've hit the half-century mark of magnificent parental meltdowns. From oxygen heists to zero-zapping zealots, these tales remind us that the line between fierce advocacy and fever-dream logic is thinner than a participation ribbon. Teachers, you're the real MVPs for navigating this nonsense with a straight face. Which of the full 50 reigns supreme in the absurdity Olympics? Comment your champ below. I'm dying to tally the tallies. If you're hooked on this brand of bonkers, like, subscribe, and ring that bell for the next round of real-life ridiculousness. What's your wildest school story? Spill it. Let's keep the conversation crazier than these complaints.